Let's take a time machine back to the development days of So Much Blood, and let's actually look at what it looked like from point A and what the final product was all the way to point Z, and how we improved things and how we saw things fit. So go ahead, sit back and enjoy, and I hope you actually learned something from this to see that it actually is possible to get a product from something that looks so bare bones and unpleasant to look at, and you can actually get something that looks really cool. Here you're seeing the first actual prototype of So Much Blood. We created the shooting system in this game, and we also created somewhat of a blood system. As you can see, there's blood particles flying around the world interacting with the different objects. This was actually taken out in later versions due to game efficiency, but it was an awesome idea, and this was actually the first build of So Much Blood. Here you're seeing the second build of the game. This was created a couple days later by the other developer, Rex Furry, and here we have a different sort of system going on. As you can see, there's blood in the game now, and this blood is the same system that's used in the final version. It's just tweaked, but it's really cool to see that he created something that was put into the final game and had a huge role, which was the blood, hence the title So Much Blood. Here he has a lot of different ideas for how he wants the game to look. You have XP, you have levels, you have different things. Unfortunately, none of this actually got into the real game. So while Rex Furry was playing around with his engine, I was also playing around with my engine. And I was creating different blood splats. I was creating blood that interact with the walls very poorly, but it was an idea, and all of this got included into the final game. Now what's really cool is that I spoke to Rex Furry a couple days later, and I ended up implementing both systems into the game. So the blood system and the interaction that I have, and combined into something really cool looking. So here's the next build I was talking about, where we can actually combine the blood splatter effect from Rex Furry and the blood splatters on the wall by me. With the game camera included, now we've got something that looks really cool, and it's starting to resemble a video game. The basic engine has been set up, and now I can create a level, a chest, and some different weapons in the game, and make it really look like a video game. So here we have a starting room resembling the beginning starting room of the final product, and we have the chests now implemented into the game where you can pick up these different weapons. The next step, of course, is implementing the random generation throughout our game. So here I've implemented that with the different starting rooms every time. And this, I guess you could consider the actual prototype or alpha build, if you'd say, of So Much Blood. I really enjoyed playing this. I sent this out to over 100 people originally, and I got their feedback on it. And we decided that with this build, we were going to go into development. So we went to the drawing board, we started creating different sprite assets, seeing how we wanted the game to look, how did we exactly want it to feel, and the next build made immense progress. Alright, so here's the first developer build of So Much Blood. Here you're seeing a basic menu system. We have a basic generating loading screen that was improved a lot. It's very slow right now. But here you're getting the basic core foundation of what So Much Blood is. It looks like So Much Blood. It feels like So Much Blood. And in all, with the other builds, all we did was add to it, because there's 7 different zones. And we also made, the effects more prominent and make it feel better. But pretty much this is how the game plays out in this build here, and this was pretty early in development. Alright, now I have a faster generating system in the game. We have a completely new look to the game, and it's starting to really look like So Much Blood, an awesome video game. This is a couple weeks later after the build I showed you moments ago, and a lot of progress has been made. Here's the prototype Flamethrower in the game, and I decided to take it out for obvious reasons. It didn't quite fit the art style, but nonetheless, I think it looks pretty cool still. And the first ever prototype boss has been initiated into the game as well, and this boss doesn't look like anything the final version does, but kind of cool, same concept, and there it was. So now we have the final build of what the game's going to look like before I put in all of the other zones in the game, which took up a majority of my time. Here we have what you're familiar with, the one chest starting room, all of the blocks, and the blood has now been on the walls and interacting with the environments. Now we still have a couple temporary art pieces in there, but nonetheless it's looking how it should, and it's playing exactly how it should with the sound effects in there as well. It really feels like a great video game, and I'm so proud to have made this video game and release it to you guys.